Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. It's been a great program. Thank you, Will Nash, for that kind introduction. Glenn Leverage, thank you for being MC tonight. You've done a great job. John and the members of KIMI, thank you for being our presenting sponsor. Thank you for all our sponsors. Couldn't do it without you. The award winners, way to go, congratulations. And we look forward to seeing you in the future as being leaders in our community. Ken Sagan and Danny Murphy, thank you so much for being role models for me in this job. I'm going to call on you often. You know, when I'm at a program like this, I take the program and I check off as we go down the program, just so at a glance I can see how far we've come in the program. And you notice that tonight, you know, I'm at the bottom, which means we're halfway through. And I'm going to use my executive authority to just cut the program off right here, so we'll all be out in a few minutes. But it's been a great night. Alan Stein, thank you for agreeing to be chair-elect. Look forward to working with you. Bill Lear, good friend, thank you for accepting the role as a Winner's Circle chair. To my colleagues at Columbia Gas, thank you, and thanks for those nice words. But my apologies to you, because I know I won't be around as much this coming year. But as most of you know, our team at Columbia Gas, things will be in great hands. Bob Quick and your staff at Commerce Lexington, while top-notch, look forward to working with you. I know that all of us, or many of us in this room, know the professionalism and the friendliness and the dedication your staff has to serving our community, and it's much appreciated. Finally, to my wife, Cindy, despite the geek remark, that's all right. I wear that mantle. And my family, who are here tonight, including some of my unborn grandchildren, thank you for supporting me and loving me and lifting me up, as you will continue to do. Tonight's theme of shaping our future is built upon past themes of tonight's dinner: entrepreneurship, regionalism, telling our story, building connections, and they all become the foundation for how we shape our future. If you know me, I love quotations of famous people. And there's a quotation of Winston Churchill back in 1943 when he was standing in the ruins of the House of Commons after it was bombed in the Blitz. And he said, "We shape our buildings, and afterwards, our buildings shape us." Now, on that particular day, what he was referring to was how he wanted the House of Commons to be redesigned. He wanted a legislative body to sit across from each other, take sides, debate face to face in an intimate, crowded setting which creates the sense of urgency when governing. And so he had a concept of space and how space shapes people and how behaviors are shaped. I'd like to take that quote for a moment, morph it a little bit, and say this: we shape our communities, and afterwards our communities shape us. So let's think about that for a minute. You know, when we plan at home with our families and we plan in our businesses, we act very intentionally because we know life is cyclical, sowing and reaping. And what you intend the future to be, you have to work on today. We instinctively know that the future we plan and work for will be the future that influences and shapes who we are. So what are we doing today to intentionally shape that future? Are we building that educational infrastructure that encourages all children and advances all children to their highest potential? Are we preparing that highly skilled workforce that will attract and retain profitable businesses in our future? Are we creating a city that values investment, creativity, caring, and livability? Within the past few weeks, both our mayor and our school board have reached out seeking partners in that effort. And I know many of you in this room are already answering that call. It might be working and volunteering in your child's school. It might be in your place of worship, or through your business, a charity or civic club, or through government service. And in the spirit of giving back or paying it forward, as someone mentioned tonight, or as a spiritual responsibility, you are already shaping our future. Thank you. Thank you. And Commerce Lexington wants to be a part of that effort. I also should add that communities who are shaping their future also value the past that has shaped them. And not everyone agrees on how we should remember that past, even define it or preserve it. The business community has partnered over the past 20 years to preserve and protect and restore McConnell Springs, the Lyric Theater, the Kentucky Theater, and create parks, and maybe, who knows, maybe even a Town Branch Commons. And I would be remiss if I didn't join the call of other voices in our community for us to share in the responsibility to preserve the last iconic structure, landmark in downtown Lexington. And if it's feasible, we should be active in trying to preserve the old courthouse on Main Street. I think we need an identifiable gateway to the bluegrass, one that attracts visitors and our own citizens alike. And as a side note, and if you notice our logo, without a restored courthouse, Commerce Lexington is going to have to get a new logo. The trip to Kansas City was mentioned earlier tonight. We are going to visit Kansas City as a leadership visit. We're going to find there a city that is taking off in terms of national and international prominence. We're going to find and learn about the Kansas City Chamber's strategic efforts that they call their Big Five. And we're going to learn about their mayor's efforts that he calls the 4 E's. We'll learn about what those are, and I hope you'll sign up for the trip so you can go and study those. But intended or not, these goals are aligned. And the alignment of those goals allows Kansas City, or has allowed Kansas City, to rise to the top of many top-tier lists. So where are we? The business community of Lexington and Central Kentucky has a shared responsibility in shaping our future. In fact, the success of our own businesses depends on it. Good leaders are called upon to look not just to the horizon, but to look beyond and over that horizon. And I look forward to sharing that path with you. And before I turn it back over to Glenn, who will dismiss us for the evening, I want to thank each of you for coming tonight. Thank each of you for being a part of supporting our business community and making Lexington a wonderful place in which to live. Thank you for helping to shape our future. Thank you, Glenn.